Well, it's kind of like, with your take on the Joker. I remember once again when we had Greg Miller here and we had Troy and you Skyped in and that kind of thing. And Troy even said something that really stood out in my mind, which there's been more people on the moon than have played the Joker.
Yeah.
And so because of that, there's definitely, you get those people that have nostalgia. They're going to look at those kind of iconic characters. And it's, hearing your take on the Joker and whatnot, I think it is another just really good character that you've created, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks. It is insanely daunting for me, and it does. There are times when it's really like.
By the way, I'm going to say sure we get along.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I'm going to say sure we get along.
Look at that grin.
He's a good guy. He's good people.
Yeah.
He's good people.
He's a good guy.
I can't knock on the Joker, especially with you sitting right next to me.
There's Christian Bale. There's Christian. Yeah. Yeah. It is very scary to play the Joker, but at the same time, it's also like a childhood dream, And yeah, it's a very personal thing.
What's been the response? Because you're on Twitter. Guys, by the way, if you want to follow Anthony Ingruber, just Twitter, same name and everything else. What has been some of the response that you've gotten back from fans?
Yeah,
when it comes to it.
It was really great. I got a lot of people saying, "Yeah, I really liked what you did. It was very different, and you put your own spin on everything. And that was amazing. I was so happy. That made me really, really, tearjerker.
I didn't. We were saying, by the way, we did not agree to you, the Joker, putting him apparently as his emergency contact.
Really? Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's a guy called Bruce who, he's a good guy. My best friend. Yeah.
Something bad happens to me, I want him.
Yeah.
Maybe you have the same blood type. Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it would be a little suspicious when you get somebody like the Joker saying like, "No, that's my best buddy, Bruce Wayne."
Yeah, you wouldn't want, and that's the thing that I find so great about what Telltale's doing. Instead of Joker being fascinated with Batman, he loves Bruce.
Yeah,
and there's no way you can hide from being Bruce Wayne. You can put on the mask, and then I'm sick of fighting crime, and then you get to be the billionaire playboy, but John doesn't care.
No.
He's going to turn up at the mansion. You're like, ding dong, Hey, what are you doing Friday?
Want to go get some beers?
Yeah, let's hit it up. And I think that's so scary. And the way that he's infatuated and it's borderline love. I do think the way I see it is like he's the only Bruce. Like he's the one thing that he cares about, really.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting how he's just glommed onto Bruce so quickly.
I know, but yeah, I saw it like he realized the parallels between the two characters. Like, Bruce is messed up. Like, that's anyone who dresses like a bat clearly has a Christian Bale. And I think John can see that because he knows. I think he's done his homework on him because he knows about. He alluded to knowing who Lady Arkham was and knowing exactly who Bruce was. In episode 4.
By the way, we just potentially lost Lucius.
Oh, gee. Oh, shit.
And he let it say right there, he's like, it was a pleasure working with you, Batman.
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling...
Well,
I loved Lucius.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. At least the Joker didn't do it. I'd feel bad.
Like you feel vindicated, you feel better?
Small service is being held for the
At least the Joker didn't do
At
it.
least I didn't do it.
Yeah, I can see it now. From now on, you're good referring to yourself as the Joker.
That's Joker. Or John.
Yeah.
John until.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll miss you, old friend.
Yeah, and then Joker comes out of nowhere like, I'm here though.
He's in the coffin. Hey! Surprise! It's a miracle!
Oh, God.
That would be brilliant.
You talked about getting, showing up at his house and whatnot. What do you think? What kind of beer do you think Joker drinks?
He's a wine guy.
Wine guy, actually?
Martini guy.
Martini. Okay. All right.
Beer is too common for him.
Okay, too commonplace.
He's a snob. I feel he's a snob.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess I would never have thought of Joker as a snob, but He does. It seems like he does have that feeling of he thinks he's better than everyone else.
definitely. Yeah. He's a snake oil merchant.
A very angry snake oil merchant. Well, Dave.
Who's this now?
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Oh. There's your best buddy, friend, compadre.
Let's catch up. Oh, well, let's hear what he has to say.
All right. Well, we'll just listen here. Listen to what you have to say. I mean, hey, he has. It's gonna be weird. The parallels here. And
Yeah, let's catch up.
yeah, let's catch up.
He's a good-looking guy. Yeah.
He's, you know, a snappy dresser too.
He's a dashing fellow.
It is kind of interesting that the paler complexion and the green hair isn't off-putting to some people.
No, he looks good.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Now, do you think with him, because we see like in his ears, right? They're a little more peaked.
A little bit green.
Do you think it's
pink.
a makeup, or do you think that's his skin pigment?
I think he might.
And this is guessing. We don't know, honestly.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. So what would you guess?
I think it could be like a birth thing. Like he was just, but then maybe he does his hair.
You think he dyes his hair green?
That's adorable. See, like they wanted me to play him very nervous there.
Yeah.
Because I did some takes where it was like, to mark the occasion, like he was really proud of this thing, but they were like, make him nervous. It's his first, so like to mark the occasion, you know, like
Well,
he's scared. Yeah.
Well, soon.
Let's say that's not appropriate. He needs to learn.
You mean you need to learn?
It's okay.
Wow. So what is it like, you know, going back and forth between that? I mean, I imagine your voice starts to get really hoarse.
Yeah, but
after a while.
yeah.
What do you as a voice actor? What do you do to try and you know keep the moneymaker okay?
A lot of water, and then. But the thing is, with this guy, the worse my throat feels, the better it sounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially with the when they want me to make it dark. 'Cause if I've got a sore throat, everything is harsh, and it sounds really creepy. And then, but if I have to do it light, that's hard. Like
So how do you walk that line then between the two?
honestly, I don't have the luxury of choosing, because it's really like, what are you doing tomorrow? Can you record? Okay, you know, and then it's like, I've got a cold, but it'll probably sound amazing. So,
So then you know, you mentioned water. I know a lot of voice actors out there like have certain tea blends,
I don't
you know,
like
that they
tea.
do.
I've never
Really?
I don't like tea.
You
or
don't like coffee. You don't like tea.
I don't like hot drinks.
Really?
I find it
Interesting.
heats me up, and I'm like,
So what do you then typically do? Like if you do have a sore throat and you need to kind of like
juice, and like blueberry juice or something, and then just soup.
Gotcha.
And yeah. But yeah, like I said, usually the sore throat is actually a blessing, especially for a guy like this. I like his teeth as well.
He's got a big
He's
smile.
got a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
He's got like 57 teeth.
Well, I think that's always been the appeal with Joker is that he's very quick and easy to smile, but it is more about the tone of voice that you hear about him. Now, when you are in the booth and you're acting and whatnot, especially with a character such as this, do you kind of go the way of like, are you really do you use your hands a lot? Are you?
Yeah, I'm very
Just-
animated. I was talking about it would be fun to film myself recording, because I really, you know, I get really into it, and I think it would help with the lip sync as well. If they would see like what expressions I was doing. But I mean, this is great. I mean, he's very expressive.
That is the one
And
thing.
his face is into the full. See, like, he's got a very Nicholson, Willem Dafoe look to him.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to make it match. Like, I try to keep his voice quite gritty and dark, just because he looks like that would be his voice. I'd be happy to. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
You,
let's
you,
keep
you
him
want
happy.
you want to
Let's
be
keep him
you want to be buddies and pals with yourself.
He looks a bit like the guy, you know, the band Gorillaz,
Yes.
the animated.
Yeah.
He looks like a member of that band, like especially when he's when he's like.
He definitely has one of those wide smiles with a lot.
This is my favorite moment. Smile.
Oh God. Okay.
This is my favorite moment in the game. I'd have that on my desktop if I was Bruce.
Buddies for life. Are you guys gonna get matching tattoos?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. If there was a matching tattoo for Bruce and Joker, what do you think it would be?
A J and a B, like there's a store, isn't there, with JB?
Uh-huh. That it would be
Just
that.
the J and the B connected to each other.
Would it be J plus B, or would it actually be
No,
the
it would be,
logo of
it
the
would
store?
be the exact same logo, like that J and then the B built into it.
Oh my God.
He's rude.
I tried to let the authorities know the kind of low life they're dealing with, but of course.
It is one of those kind of things that it's very rare we have a quiet moment on this show, but it is totally, I could tell, it's one of those things where you're analyzing the performance.
Well, I can't really hear it that well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just looking more at the faces he makes. You know?
And now, watching the game and seeing the character animated like this, do you find that it affects you then as a voice actor, that you'll be thinking about this the next time you're in the booth?
Yeah. I mean, with season 1, I didn't know what he looked like. So, but also that he looks scary, but they wanted him to be likable. That was the direction. So it was very counterintuitive to me. So some lines they would want me to really lighten it and make it less gritty. So there are moments where you get that monstrous thing in there, and it suits him. But they really wanted him, like when he gives the card, especially.
Yeah.
I read that line like just to mark the occasion, and I thought, oh, that's not gonna fit. But they wanted that, because they wanted him to be very shy almost.
Yeah.
Because
That he's almost like seeking his approval or something.
Yeah. Because I thought look, I got something to mark the occasion, like he's proud and like have a look at this shit.
Yeah.
But they really wanted it to be like a first date, like oh, please like me, you know.
Which is very different,
Which is
once again,
very
than
different.
all the other
They
Jokers
just-
we've seen.
I know, and so they keep throwing these curveballs of what I expect to do in the booth, and then here, there's really a switch when he starts talking about his friends that he becomes more confident. Because at first, I love this bit as well. Sorry. I love that part.
Yeah, it is one of those kind of things that I have to say, in all the Jokers we've seen past, I don't think we've ever had a Joker that's... which one do you want to do?
Risk the tracking device.
Okay. I don't think that we've ever had a Joker that ever showed a brief twinge of humanity, that showed that he's nervous
I think in the Killing Joke at the end, he he does. You know, he's like, well, what are you waiting for? Just come on, beat the shit out of me. Or he doesn't say that, but then and then he Batman appeals to him, like we don't have to fight.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill each other. And then he's like, oh, sorry, I can't. And they have that moment.
Yeah.
And then he tells the joke.
That's
and then
cool.
there's this thing that Batman actually snapped his neck.
I thought that was under contention, though, because some people
It
think...
is, but I never read it that way when I read the comic. I thought they just had a laugh, but Batman looks really scary. And then it's interesting because in the movie, Mark stops laughing.
Yeah.
And Kevin's the only one laughing. And it's so it's obvious that, and that's why they call it the Killing Joke. Because it killed the Joker.
All right, people in comments.
That's my theory.
I would love to hear your thoughts. Of course, whether you agree or disagree. After all, with this show, it's always a discussion as well. So, would love to hear what you guys thought at the end. Would you guys agree with Anthony? If so, what would be your reasoning to back that up? Because it is quite interesting. I think that's always been one of those things that was left kind of ambiguous. That it wasn't supposed to be necessarily one way or the other. I come to work. I'm supposed to be. He really wants me to stay here, doesn't he? Okay.